What's happening, YouTube? What's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? Checking in with you guys as the weekend moves in. So I'm not dropping weekend videos anymore because I don't put ads in my weekend videos. And that's just crazy. So I wanted to say, check the title out up there. Check whatever links out I have going on over there. If you're watching this on the front of my channel, look down there at different stuff. See, I'm really learning to know where stuff's located. Just want to let you guys know, it's over. We're all dead in 2012. It must be a fact. Because some Mayan dude made a calendar that said it's over in 2012. And now everybody on the internet, including Alex Jones and everybody else, says we're all dead in 2012. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do in 2012. I'm going to keep living whatever life it is that I have. Wrap your head around this one. There's no such thing as the past, and there's no such thing as the future. There's only now. In order to predict that this world is going to end in 2012, you'd have to see into the future, which is not a real thing. Now, you can predict future events by taking things from the past, which doesn't really exist, because there's only one way you know about history. Someone told you about it, and that is a perceived history. That is someone's opinion of how they saw things going down, and then they wrote it down. The fact of the matter is history is written by the victor. So whoever is on the other end of that history wrote a very different version of the past. So if the past is real, there would only be one past. But yet, there are thousands of different pasts. Just to keep it simple, I guarantee you that somebody from the North wrote a very different history of the Civil War than someone from the South. And I would be willing to bet you that someone that was a slave prior to 1861, 1862, when the Emancipation Proclamation was actually signed, and if I got the date wrong, then I apologize, somewhere between 1860 and 1864, the Emancipation Proclamation was signed. Prior to that, if a slave were to have written what it was like during the Civil War, their perception would be very different as well, even though all three people lived through that moment. They all have their own version of the past. So the past is not a tangible thing, and neither is the future. So some dude made a calendar, and it only went to 2012. He wrote that calendar thousands of years ago. How do you know this dude just wasn't tired of making calendars? How do you know that one day he just went, dude, I'm not going to be around in 2012. I'm out. Somebody else want to make another calendar after 2012. Knock it the fuck out. But I'm going home smoking a joint and humping the wife. And this is the hilarity of it. Only people that use the Roman calendar believe that the earth is going to end in 2012. You do realize in China that the year 2012 went by forever ago. They're in like the year 3000 something or 5000 something. Like the Jewish calendar is the same way. There are 2.5 billion people on this planet that don't even recognize the year is 2009 right now. That's almost half the planet. So you're looking really silly. Will the earth end in 2012? I predict not. The fact of the matter is, though, I know as little about what will happen in 2012 as you do. There's no way to predict the future unless you're predicting it through trends, things like that. Because I guarantee you, not even 2 years ago would anyone in this country predicted we'd have a black president right now. Hell, when the Democratic primary started, you wouldn't have predicted we were going to have a black president. So no one can accurately and completely predict the future. For hundreds of years, Pentecostal ministers have been saying that the end of days are here before I die. My own preacher as a child used to say that before he died, Jesus Christ would return to this planet. Well, my preacher is dead, and the only Jesus I met came from Mexico, and he just trimmed my tree. So you don't know what's going to happen in 2012. I don't know what's going to happen in 2012. But just remember, the same people who are propagating this rumor also say that there are cities built on the dark side of the moon where rich people live. So, I'm just saying, don't get 100% of your shit from the internet. Get out in the world. Experience life. And maybe you should write your personal history down. So somebody somewhere down the road will be able to know something about the past from your eyes. And maybe the more people that do that, the more we'll recognize the fact that we know very little about the past. How could we possibly accurately predict the future? Thanks for tuning in, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate the viewers. We're building the page up. I want to thank all of you. And make sure you tune in to Kevin Kraft's Blog TV on Sunday for the show at Willie's. It's going to be great. Get over to his page to find out the details on that. Get to his Blog TV page to find out the details on that. Rumor has it, not necessarily true, but we spoke to him today, just because we bullshit back and forth, and Kevin was actually talking to him. Rumor has it you may have actually all three people that were in the Whopper Freakout video at Willie's this Sunday doing comedy for the Loose Cannon Comedy Show, because I know Kevin's going to be there, I know KJ's going to be there, and today Asa the Comic said he might be there. So, there's no guarantees on that, but Asa did say today that he very well may come out this Sunday. So we'll see you there, guys. Remember, get over yourself. I get over myself every day. Unless it's 2012. Then I say, fuck it, let's burn it down.